Hello, clinic owners. Are you finding it hard to get people through the door to try your services? Do you have some good months and then some not so good months? I've worked with over 20 clients in the last 2 years, and what I've learned is this. One, you really need to figure out your target market and you need to talk to them through your website. Marketing is all about consistency. Don't overthink SEO, and similar to SEO, don't overthink Google Ads. Just a couple of keywords is really what you need to get started. And lastly, you need a plan to consistently communicate with your existing patients. When we work with clients, we follow a proven strategy. We get to learn about your clinic inside out. And what I would encourage you to do is understand what your purpose is, what drives you, and why do you start the practice. Then ask yourself these three questions. Who do you want as customers and why? Who don't you want as customers and why? And the third question is, what would you like your customers to know about you? Write that down. Now go to your website, your Instagram, your Facebook, and ask yourself this question. Do you feel like your current marketing inspires trust? If so, how? That is a crucial element to health marketing, is building trust. Now, there are other elements that you need to work on in order to fix your marketing and try and get consistency. So where I would start is an SEO strategy. So we need to obviously increase your clinic's visibility online. So firstly, I would head over to Google, search for your main keyword, which will be modality plus location, and see where you rank. Are you ranking in your GMB? Are you in the top 3? Are you organically? So if you scroll down a little bit under the Google Maps, do you see your search? Now I would head over to mobile and do that same search, because sometimes desktop and mobile just give different searches. And I would also check out to see how many ads appear when you do that search. If there aren't too many ads and you're really lucky, then you might be a great opportunity to just launch a quick Google Ads campaign for just that keyword, modality plus location, maybe even location modality as another keyword as well. But just throw up an ad and see what happens. And then with the SEO component, if you've just got the one location, then what I would do is just add that keyword to your homepage. So title, tag, negative description, and just somewhere slightly on the page that doesn't look too SEO-y. You can easily ask your web designer to do that for you. Once you've got that down, then coming back to what we just discussed around your target market is now read through your website and see if you are actually speaking to your target market on the homepage as an example. So if you work with 50-plus-year-olds, do you mention that on your website? And can you make a quick update to just basically explain to the 50-plus-year-old what it is that you do and how they should approach your clinic for their best results or whatever sort of service you're selling, and then go through your Instagram and your Facebook and see if you are attracting those 50-plus-year-olds. Also think about, if you are attracting those 50-plus-year-olds, are they likely to be on Facebook or Instagram? Probably Facebook, but we don't know unless we test. And then for the next 3 months, I would consider creating a plan around that, around what type of questions these people have, and then just answering that through social media and blog posts. I said that consistency is the game with marketing. So if you are going to do that, then just make sure it's consistent. So what I mean by that is, like, if you've got this grand plan to do, 5 posts a week and 2 blog posts a month, then stick to that. If that's just unrealistic, then just one post a week and 1 blog post a month, and just start small. And what we find is, if we stick to that over a long period of time, say 9 months, 12 months, that's when the magic happens with the SEO, with your social media. Last thing I would encourage you to do is this idea of having call to actions through your site. So call to actions could be as simple as a button on the website that says book an appointment now, or phone us for a free consultation, or whatever that is, but make sure it stands out on the website. So if your website is, your branding colors are blue, can you find like a complementary color, like a green or something, that's really going to stick out against your brand, and people come to the site, they can see that button. It's just so obvious to click. And then that would be on desktop, then also take it to the mobile as well and make sure that book now button is really clear. Lastly, call to actions can also be used on Facebook and Instagram messaging. So when you do finish, the end of the post, just ask people to, tag a friend that, might be interested in XYZ, or, head over to our website and book an appointment now, or call our friendly staff on blah, 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 blah. You'd be surprised what happens when you do add a call to action to any of your posts or on the website. The last point I want to make is this idea around having a plan to communicate to your existing patients. So a plan could look like, a discharge plan. So the clients come in, they've seen you for their knee over the last few weeks, and then they're basically, not going to book in another appointment. Could you send them an email follow-up just to kind of thank them for coming into the clinic, maybe even give you a referral. We know word of mouth is really like a strong way of growing a clinic, and even potentially getting, if you're a big clinic and you've got a couple of staff members, even just like getting a survey on how they found that experience with your clinic. Or it could be a case of just a survey to find out, 2 weeks later or 4 weeks later, like how they're feeling, how's the knee, fill in this survey, then you can review it, and then just, follow up with a quick email. Might be, really continue those exercises, or you should really go and see a PT, blah, 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 blah. We can make some recommendations, whatever it is. Or it could be, 30 days later, you pick up a phone call and you just check in to see how they're going. It could be, 6 months down the track, 9 months down the track, an friendly SMS to get them to come back in a friendly way, without overselling, to come back into the clinic. So they're the few things that we're finding works really well. And if you can kind of mesh that all together and in a way have like this marketing kind of automated, so that on the first of every month you're going to create that blog post and those 4 social media posts. Every 3 months you're going to review your website, so you're going to ask yourself these 3 questions or 4 questions. What's your purpose? What drives you? And why did you start the practice? That can shift. Who do you want as customers and why? Again, that can shift. Who don't you want as customers? Again, that can shift. And what would you like your customers to know about you? So always come back to those questions, always update your website, and consistency is key. If you do want to jump on a call and discuss this, please go to my website, localhealthmarketing.com.au, and book in a time, and I'd love to have a chat. Thanks.